Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Joe and welcome to, I would say this is a rant video, but I'm not too sure what this video is actually going to be. I'm just going to speak about something that recently happened to me, and if it turns into a rant, then I guess it turns into a rant. So this is just going to be essentially covering what is quite possibly my worst trading experience, and this isn't even sort of in the trade, this is stuff that occurred after the trade. So as I'm sure you guys are aware, recently I got my hands on a circling heart Hong Kong cone with the intention that I wasn't really going to trade it unless the offer was pretty insane. Now what you guys need to keep in mind is that I invested a lot into this hat. I invested all of my pure, which at the time was around 250, along with a 50 key hat, which is actually really cheap for the cone. The guy was quick selling so he could attend some convention or something like that. But yeah, essentially that's what you guys need to know. I invested a lot into this hat. And within a couple days of me having it, someone added me on Steam claiming that this circling heart Hong Kong cone was their dream unusual. They've wanted it and been trying to obtain one for literally months. So obviously I'm more inclined to trade with them if this is the case. So initially they offered me a 1-to-1 with a circling heart Brotherhood of Arms. Backpack.tf price on this Brotherhood of Arms is 290. That's an average of two amounts, so 290. The Hong Kong cone is priced at about 330 to 340 in that region, so I think it's about 338 roughly. That's just a rough amount, don't quote me on that, but I know it's definitely somewhere in that region. And just to be clear, that isn't the actual price range for this hat. The hat in a backpack says it's 338. The actual price range on backpack.tf, which it's sold for in the past, is 325 to 350. So clearly the Hong Kong cone is a direct upgrade from the Brotherhood of Arms. It costs about sort of 40 to 50 keys more roughly. And I asked them if they could add somewhere in the region of 40 to 50 keys, and they said a pro killstreak Australian scattergun, which did sound good to me at the time, but what you guys need to remember is how much I invested into this Hong Kong cone. Although I would be making profit in sort of thinking like this, you've got to remember a lot of it was pure that I've accumulated over a lot of time, and my buyout on the cone, it was one of one on the market, was 350, so this was below my buyout even if they did add the scattergun. So after about a day of thinking, I told them I needed a bit more, and they said okay, like they're really not keen about adding, so I think they added about 15 keys in items. Now these items weren't exactly like easy items. It was a collector's pro killstreak winger and a strange villain's veil. So in total, using backpack.tf price, I got about 345 to 355 keys in that region, depending on what you price some items at. So reluctantly after adding, we made the trade, and I was expecting them to say, you know, thank you so much, this is my dream hat. That's what you guys need to keep in mind as well. This was a hat they claimed was their dream hat and that they wanted for months. So I finally gave it to them for what I believe is a suitable price. Again, with my buyout being 350, they paid my buyout. There's nothing wrong with that. Especially because it's like 10 keys over backpack.tf price on a very rare high to god tier all class hat. And this is what they said to me. So this is our chat log after we made the trade. As you can see, I blacked out their name just so you guys don't go on like a witch hunt and try to add them or something like that. But essentially, I just said enjoy it. It's sad to see it go after so little time, because that's true. I'd barely owned the Hong Kong cone for about 3 days, and they just put thanks. So I was like, if that's their dream hat, surely they'd be a bit more thankful than that. I mean, keep in mind, they've wanted this for literally months. They've been hunting this hat. And I was very reluctant to make this trade as that there wasn't a huge profit margin. And another thing you need to remember as well is, of course, this was one of the biggest trades I would have been making in my trading history. The only trade that's bigger than this is excluding the Merck's Mohawk trade, which was about in the region of 350 to 400, I believe. But regardless, this was still one of the largest trades I've ever made in my life. So I was very reluctant to take it, hence why I took so long to decide. But so after I put that's okay, like replying to their thanks, they put, I appreciate the trade, but I have to say this has been the worst trading experience ever. Which of course, like, that just pissed me off straight away. Apologies for swearing, but that really did annoy me. So I put because of backpack.tf, but okay, and they put have a good day, I hope we can avoid trading in the future, and removed me. That really did insult me, and I took it very personally, because you need to keep in mind that it took me a lot to make this trade, and I was still very reluctant, even to the point where I was phone confirming. But I was doing this because this was their dream unusual, and I was expecting them to be very thankful for that. So I commented on their profile saying there was no need to be like that, and sorry, like, I literally apologise for being so skeptical about this trade for an outdated unusual with a outdated price, and a trade that essentially made me no profit, and this is what they commented back on my profile. Minus rep, uncommunicative, nickel and dimed me because I was buying the hat to keep, devalued my items. Now again, I took this very personally. I was as communicative as I could be, and I didn't nickel and dime them at all. I could have made them pay 400, 450, but I didn't. I made them pay my buyout, which was like 10 keys more than backpack.tf, and it was a downgrade as well. Downgrade equals overpay, as a lot of you high tier traders may know. So this really did annoy me, and I just thought I'd release like a quick video addressing this. And I just want to, I'm not necessarily making this to be a rant video, I'm making this to sort of branch out as to all you traders watching. Please don't just go and abuse someone you've traded with, especially after trying to convince them for over a day to trade with you. Don't go and abuse them and sort of insult them after trading with them, because they do take it personally. So that's just about it for this video, guys. I guess it did kind of turn into a rant video, but I don't really mind too much. I hope you did all enjoy, and just do remember, like, just don't be a dick, basically. If you trade with someone for a high value trade, don't be a dick afterwards, especially after claiming this was your dream hat for so long and whatever. Like, that just did annoy me. So guys, if you did enjoy, please do remember to leave a like, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, well, not really like this, because I don't think I'm going to make another rant video anytime soon, but if you'd like to see more videos and general gaming content, then do be sure to subscribe. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, guys, and that's just about it. Peace.